The phone trembled against the nightstand, its buzz tearing through the quiet of the apartment like a blade splitting glass. I froze, hands suspended over the bouquet of roses I'd been awkwardly wrapping, their petals already bruised by my restless grip. The screen lit up, and her name filled the room with an ache, Leia. Beneath it, the preview of a message, going to dinner with the girls instead. The text cut off mid-word, but it didn't matter. The damage was already done. It was Valentine's Day, our third together. She was supposed to be here, tucked into the couch beside me, her laughter bouncing against the walls while we worked our way through another cheap bottle of wine. Instead, the apartment sat hollow, carrying only silence thick enough to press against my ribs. I unlocked the phone, my thumb trembling. Going to dinner with the girls instead. We'll celebrate tomorrow, okay? Love you. Casual words, tossed out like a note scribbled on a napkin, written in the same breezy tone she used to order lattes or mock my half-burnt attempts at dinner. Yet something in them gnawed at me. The word instead, the flimsy promise of tomorrow. I placed the phone down, the roses forgotten, and stared at the candle flickering on the coffee table. Its flame danced erratically, shadows leaping across the walls like doubts clawing at me. Leia had been pulling away, in ways that were hard to define. The quick glance at her phone she wouldn't explain. The way her voice dropped to a whisper when she slipped into the other room to take calls. I'd blamed stress. Her gallery job consumed her. And her boss was the kind who thrived on demanding emails sent at midnight. But tonight, standing in the half-light of our shared apartment, I wondered if I'd been feeding myself excuses. She loved me. I knew she did. Just last week she'd said it. Arms looped around my neck, her breath soft against my ear. But now that memory felt thin, fragile, like an old photograph fading at the edges. The uncertainty gnawed at me until I couldn't sit still. I snatched my coat and keys. If she was with the girls, fine. I'd surprise her, show up at the restaurant, be the boyfriend who turned up with flowers and a smile. Maybe it would spark something. Remind her of who we'd once been. The streets were alive with couples, hands clasped, eyes glowing, laughter cutting through the cold. Each one felt like a cruel reflection of what I no longer had. I walked fast, the knot in my chest tightening with every step toward the Blue Olive, the sleek bistro where she and her friends always held their girls' nights. Through the fogged windows, the place buzzed with warmth and chatter. I searched for her auburn hair, her familiar grin. Nothing. Just strangers clinking glasses, couples splitting desserts. I pulled my phone out and typed, "Hey, where you at? Thought I'd stop by." My thumb hesitated over the send button. What if she didn't want me there? What if this distance was intentional? I hit send anyway. No reply. No dots blinking back at me. Inside, the hostess smiled politely. "Table for one?" "No, I'm looking for someone. Leia Harper. She's with friends." The hostess glanced at her tablet, her brows drawing together. "No reservation under that name. Are you sure?" My stomach tightened. She told me she was here. Maybe under another name. "Can I look?" She waved me through. I wove between tables, the noise pressing in, each burst of laughter jarring against the tension building in me. No Leia. No friends. Just strangers feasting, their joy feeling like mockery. I stepped back outside, the winter air biting at my skin. I called her. Straight to voicemail. Her cheerful recording, "Hey, it's Leia, leave a message," grated against my nerves. The walk home blurred. Maybe her phone had died. Maybe she was at another restaurant. Maybe I was unraveling over shadows. But the excuses didn't last. The late nights. The quick movements when I reached for her phone. The perfume that wasn't hers clinging faintly to her scarf last week. Back in the apartment, the roses looked pitiful now, slumped on the counter. I poured whiskey into a glass, the burn searing my throat, grounding me. My eyes fell on her laptop, sitting open on the couch. It called to me, dangerous but irresistible. I'd never snooped before. Never needed to. But tonight, the weight of absence and suspicion pushed me past the line. Her password, our anniversary, unlocked the world I wasn't meant to see. Her email was open. A thread of messages with someone named Evan. My chest constricted. Evan, the charming curator from the gallery. Always too smooth, too familiar when he shook my hand. The messages began innocently, Talk of exhibition schedules. But scrolling down they shifted. Can't stop thinking about last night. You were stunning. When can we do it again? My vision blurred. My pulse roared in my ears. I clicked on a photo attachment with shaking hands. Leia in a bar, dim light glinting off her hair. Evan's arm wrapped around her waist. Her smile was radiant in a way I hadn't seen in months. I slammed the laptop shut, my breath ragged, the whiskey glass slipping from my grip and exploding on the floor. The door clicked open. Her voice floated in, soft, hesitant. Babe, you home? I froze, glass shards glittering at my feet. She stepped in, snow clinging to her coat, her cheeks flushed. Her eyes darted from the shattered glass to my face. What happened? Where were you? My voice was low, steady only by force. I told you, dinner with the girls. Which restaurant? The Blue Olive, she answered too quickly. They didn't have your reservation. I checked. Her face faltered, just a flicker, but enough. Must have been a mistake. We went somewhere else after. With Evan. The name landed between us like a hammer. Her lips parted, but no words came. I stepped closer, my voice breaking. I saw the emails, Leia. The picture. How long? Her hands twisted together. She looked away. It's not what you think, she whispered, guilt thick in her tone. Don't lie to me. Just tell me. Tears welled in her eyes. It was a mistake, she stammered. It started as talking, harmless. Then flirting. I didn't mean for it to go further. I love you, I swear. Then why? My voice cracked. Why wasn't I enough? She collapsed onto the couch, face in her hands. I don't know, she sobbed. I was lonely. You were always working. And Evan, he was just there. It wasn't love. It was a mistake. Anger surged, a raw force urging me to smash something, to make her feel even a fraction of what she'd carved into me. But instead, I stood frozen, the weight of betrayal pressing down, crushing every rose petal, every candle flame, every plan I'd built for tonight. I'm sorry, she whispered, reaching out. Her hand brushed mine, searing me. I pulled away. I need time, I muttered. I grabbed my coat and left, the door slamming behind me. The city swallowed me whole, its lights blurring as tears stung my eyes. In my pocket, my phone buzzed, another message from her. I didn't look. I couldn't. Because the cruelest part wasn't that she'd betrayed me. It was that even now, I still loved her. And I wasn't sure if I ever could stop.